I shouldn't have been there alone that night, but I needed the extra money. So when my supervisor asked if I could cover the overnight shift, I said yes before she even finished the sentence. It was a warehouse job on the edge of town, the kind of place you drive past during the day and never think about. At night, it felt different. My shift started at 11 p.m. By midnight, the entire industrial park was dead. No traffic, no open businesses, just rows of dark buildings and buzzing streetlights. Inside, the warehouse was mostly empty. We stored seasonal inventory there. Boxes, pallets, tall metal shelves. The ceiling was so high my flashlight barely reached it. I wasn't supposed to patrol alone. Usually, there were two of us, but the other guy called in sick, and management said, "It's a quiet site. You'll be fine." That should have been my first sign to leave. Around 1 a.m., I started my routine walk, aisle by aisle, flashlight in one hand, radio clipped to my vest. Every step echoed concrete floors, metal shelving, the kind of sound that makes you feel like someone's walking a second behind you. Halfway through the back section, I heard a bang, loud, metal on metal. I froze, waited, listened. Nothing. I told myself it was just the building settling. Old warehouses make noise. That's what I'd always heard. I kept walking, slower now. That's when I noticed something I didn't remember from earlier. One of the tall, rolling ladders had been moved. It was parked in the middle of an aisle, not against the shelves where it belonged. I stopped, stared at it, tried to remember if I'd walked past it before. I couldn't. I grabbed my radio. "Base, you copy?" Static. Then my supervisor's voice, half asleep. "Yeah. Did anyone come in after me?" "No. Why?" I looked at the ladder again. "Probably nothing." She sighed. "Don't scare yourself. It's just you." That didn't help. I kept going, but now I was checking every corner, every shadow between pallets. That's when I heard it. A slow, dragging sound, like something being pulled across the floor. It came from the next aisle over. I didn't call out, didn't say hello. I just stood there and listened. The sound stopped. Then, one single step, heavy, deliberate. I raised my flashlight and stepped into the aisle. Empty. But at the far end, a stack of boxes had been knocked over. They weren't like that before. I would have noticed. I backed out slowly, didn't turn my back, just moved sideways until I hit the main walkway again. I grabbed the radio. "Base, I think someone's in here." This time she sounded awake. "What do you mean, someone?" I heard movement. "Stuff's been moved." Long pause. Then, "Stay where you are. I'll call the police." I stood near the front office door, lights on, trying to slow my breathing. That's when I heard footsteps, clear, echoing, coming from deep inside the warehouse, not running, walking, step, step, step. They stopped, then changed direction, toward me. I backed into the office and locked the door, turned off the lights, heart pounding so loud I thought they could hear it. Through the small window, I could see part of the warehouse floor, my flashlight beam still lying where I dropped it. Then I saw a shadow move across the aisle. Slow, human. They stopped right where the light was, like they were looking at it. Then the footsteps started again, coming closer to the office. I held my breath, didn't move. The office door handle moved, just a little, a quiet rattle, then again. Harder this time. I pressed myself against the wall, staring at the handle, waiting for it to turn. It didn't. After a few seconds, the rattling stopped. Silence. I stayed there for what felt like forever, until red and blue lights flashed through the front windows. Police cleared the building, didn't find anyone, but they did find something that made my stomach drop. A backpack, hidden behind pallets near the back wall. Inside were water bottles, food wrappers, and a flashlight. Someone had been in there a while, watching, waiting. Management installed cameras the next week, and suddenly overnight shifts weren't solo anymore. I quit, didn't even finish my notice, because I keep thinking about one thing. If I hadn't heard that first bang, if I hadn't noticed the ladder, I would have kept walking those aisles, alone, in the dark, while someone else was walking them with me.